So all you need to do is put your weight in kilos. So if I put something about myself right now, I currently weigh 75 kilos and I would consider myself to be sedentary. So that is 8,000 steps a day. That is my activity right now, is way less than that, and not a very good sign, but yeah, it is what it is. So activity levels are sedentary, and that brings my maintenance calories to 2300. And now if I want to start losing fat or have a calorie setup where I'm not feeling too hungry but at the same time making some progress as well, it gives me a target of around 1850 calories. And my protein target can be, or the minimum that I should be aspiring to hit with my plan, is 115 calories. And fat and carb calories, these are not at all important when the context is that you want to lose weight, you want to lose fat. Is that the number of carbs, number of fat is hardly, it does not matter. And there have been studies where, like if you're matching calories, protein and fiber, the amount of weight loss achieved after a low fat versus a low carb, which is like a high fat or a high carb diet, technically is the same at the end of maybe 12 or 16 weeks. So which indicates that your fats and carbohydrates do not really matter. What matters is you creating a plan for yourself which you can stick to in the long run. So if you enjoy eating high fat meals, go for a high fat kind of a plan. If you if you enjoy eating more carbohydrates, go for a high carb plan. That is absolutely alright. Sairam, you have mentioned that you are not being able to edit. As we mentioned clear instructions in the email, and if you've not received the email, then I'll just repeat the instruction, is create a copy of this plan. We have not given anyone edit access for the only reason that it is a common file and someone messing with even one formula can spoil the entire file for everyone. So create a copy to your drive that will enable all the edits for you. All the formulas will also show up, because this is nothing rocket science we've done. But one thing which I can say is that we might be putting a lot of coaches out of jobs because of releasing this planner. So yeah, now comes the explanation part, is that calorie, what you need to hit on a regular basis. But again, there's no hard and fast rule, there's no right or wrong when it comes to like following or creating a plan for yourself. Simply multiply this by 7. So this is your weekly target. Like it's like you having a budget for the month. It does not really mean you have to spend, let's say your budget is 30,000 rupees a month, taking it for the sake of simplicity. Does not really mean every day you need to spend 1,000 bucks. There can be some days where you just make expenses of 500 bucks, and sometimes you can even like splurge on weekends or when you're going out as 2,000 bucks. As long as end of the month you're only spending 30k, whether you spend it 1,000 rupees a day or say lesser on the weekdays and higher on the weekends, it's actually the same thing. At the end of the month you are spending 30,000 rupees. Same thing comes with your calorie consumption. You are looking at long-term targets and not short-term targets. So simply multiply this number by 7. Then on days where you are working, it's the weekday where you don't feel like eating so much, you can hit the calorie target that you have. And on the weekend, whatever is accumulated, you can spend it later. So multiply this calorie number by 7 and if you want to do it in your own sheet, simply do this, like over here, equal to, go to this calorie number, put a star, which is like your multiplication into 7. This is your weekly calorie target. Simply. So if I were to calculate my weekly target, it's 13,000 calories. Now I can eat maybe 1,500 during the weekdays, and whatever I save, I can push it to the weekend. Now protein target. As I said that you do not want to just lose weight, you want to lose fat, and weight loss is not really the metric to gauge your progress. For example, like I can wake up in the morning, take a dump and I lose weight. It doesn't mean I've lost fat, and that is not kind of helping my body composition in a better way or something that I'm looking for. Simply like don't chase behind the weight number, and in your goal or say in your journey, make sure that you're hitting this calorie target at the end of the week. Some days it can be lower, higher. Just that the protein target, again, do not stress that okay, your target is 1.5, maybe right now you're eating somewhere around 1 gram per kg of your body weight. Now it can be too difficult directly to transition to 1.5. So simply try improving, start improving, and as you get closer, you will see the benefits of it helping your body composition, your satiety rates being higher when you're dieting, and overall you feel good when you have a higher protein diet because it is more filling and it helps you preserve muscle. So try to hit that 1.5 mark minimum. If you go over it, that is totally alright. And with your calories, try not to exceed the target maybe over a day or over the week. You are not exceeding that number that is there. So yeah, fat and carb target, like I said, be flexible, have your own, like consider your own nutrition preferences, your food choices. If you like eating more of high fat foods, include more of those, because results will come when you are able to do things long term. It's not going to matter what you're doing for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is.